the end songs were very much a Creed thing. But yet, whenever you were speaking to someone in the band about a new song, it would be a case of, well, shall we do Justin's song? Or shall we do our song? Because they came up with it. You know, they would come up with the lyrics or the chords or something. But then it would very much, once it came to the floor, you know, it would be worked on.
You know, we did an album launch, the first album we launched down in the Coal Exchange, and we had like, I don't know, 700 odd people down there. You know, there were people from Radio 1 down there and stuff. And you know, I'm not saying that meant that we were going places, but yet it was more than we were used to, you know. So from that, I suppose, you know, we all kind of thought, well, something could come of this if we keep going the way we're going. But we didn't.
Class band, you know?
Yeah.
Still are a class band,
yeah,
but then,
still going.
You know.
I was in a band playing absolutely shit fucking rock covers.
Yeah, and I was like in a punk band, just doing like hardcore punk, which you couldn't play anywhere. We never thought of having a keyboard player. It was like the last thing we wanted, like, you know, just wanted like a punk band.
Paul seen me with a keyboard, and he was into like his mod bands and things like that, and he thought there was a bit of keyboard and some of those in it. He asked Wayne to ask me to come along for a knock. So, I'm an hard for a while, and I thought, yeah, why not, innit?
When he came, he had to slow everything down, and then he could sing as well, so we had two singers then, so that was an advantage then, so.
And that's how Wickman started, really. Paul, a lot of his own material he wanted to do. It's a bit of a challenge for me to put my parts to his songs.
And really, we knew we could try any sort of music, like, because we could all play a little bit as well, like, so.
Give a little loving, I'll make a little smile.
Like, play a guitar, and we just like play around each other's houses, and all kind of went from there. One of us got bullied into playing bass, and none of us were like wanted to be musicians. We just kind of went our way, you know. And we started a band, like nobody wanted to sing and anything, so we end up somebody gets pushed, somebody taking turns to sing, and then they end up wanting to be stuck singing, like so. Like, nobody joined the band to be a singer, like, you know.
Yeah. For nothing.
No work and stuff like that about us, doing a lot to do, you know what I mean? So we just did it as a hobby, to be honest with you, because there was like nothing else around Aberdare at the time, like, so.
Good band, sort of on the scene the same time as we were. And we put some Andrew then. So
Andrew played with us. He played keyboards with some chords for us. He did a good job as well.
Good guys, entertaining. You know, so like watching them. And
we were lucky because we were all into punk and stuff, so it was really easy to learn. So you learn like a Sex Pistols song and then teach your friends, and all of a sudden like you find somebody who plays drums and you got a band. So it was really as simple as that, like.
I'm a part-time lover in a secret world. I'm not that.
Walk Up is a song like for me. It's got a deft ear for melody, but nothing's give a little loving and all that thing. Brilliant.
First gig was the National we played.
Very first gig, yeah. With three bands. Yeah. Yeah, I was cracking like.
I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday night. We used to have bands there.
And we could barely play with like a three-piece set, and then we just did like Ramones and stuff like that. But again, like, I don't think nobody ever seen that for a long time in Aberdare, because they were like the Wonder stuff and all the big bands there, and all these complicated songs and stuff. And we just did it with just three chords. And so we had a real good response to that, and that gave us like a push to try something else, just keep going at it. Like, so.
I know Paul had been playing for a while in different bands, but I don't think he'd ever really done the gigging thing. And Wayne was the same. So when I came along, I was at the catalyst really. I think more than what I added musically, I think it was the attitude of getting out there and gigging that I added to the band.
Yeah, I used to enjoy watching Wickman play. Yeah, they were a good band. Yes.
Yeah, they were pretty good. No, when you had that kind of, you know, when the balls out was going, you know, you had that real punk feel.
Remember the posters weren't anything because they were works of art.
Yeah.
You'd have to walk up close to see where they were playing in.
If you put them here and then moved away slowly, you could see a picture of Jesus.
The posters were quite famous on the scene at the time.
Yeah,
was
Andrew. I was
really
they were hand drawn, weren't they?
Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to go far away from all the commercial stuff. I named the band after the film of Wicker Man, so we wrote about that, and then just writing about basically just things in the valleys, about people numbing things down with religion and numbing things down with alcohol and things like that. It's all around that themes, and you know, you got to rise above it and find your own way in things like that.
It's a cruel, cruel game.
Probably about, let me think now, 1990, 91, I think it must have been. We were standing in the ivy bush in Coamon, that's gone now as well. And yeah, I said to him, I said, let's put the band back together. Me and Kelly got this thing together, and then we played with Mark Everett, who was a bass player from this neck of the woods, and then obviously Richard subsequently joined the band. 2 or 3 years later, he started writing stuff like Local Boy in the Photograph, 1,000 Trees, Same Size Feet, you know, all that kind of stuff. Made the first album, Check My Eyelids for Holes, you know, and I think that's what set us apart from all the other bands in Aberdare, was that we told stories. You know, we didn't sing about Sunset Strip in LA because we knew nothing about Sunset Strip in LA. But we sang about what was around us, and what was around us was, thankfully we had a great village, thankfully we had some great characters. Obviously we had the thing with 1,000 Trees, which wasn't very good, you know, about the whole debate about did he do it, didn't he do it. Billy Dunn, yeah, and that still lives on to this day.
This album's all about things that happened around you, or stories and tales from...
Well, there's songs on the latest album, Bank Holiday Monday, it's definitely about the road.
I think they want to put where they came from on the map, because let's be honest, a lot of people from Coamon, it's a bit of a small mind, but it's like they think like I'm not from Aberdare, I'm from Coamon, and it is, you know, it's like 4 miles away or whatever.
If I remember rightly, when we changed our name from Tragic Love Company to Stereophonics, we got off a gig to play with Catatonia in the Coliseum, and that name change was really only 2 weeks turnaround, because we had to change it, or 3 weeks, something like that. And I remember we played Local Boy, we played More Life in a Tramp's Vest, I think we played 1,000 Trees, and we just went on and done our thing. And one guy just stood in the corridor afterwards, who was called John Brand, who became our manager for 12 years, and he just said, have we got a tape? And we said yeah, and he said, have we got a record deal? And we just went, what do you mean record deal? He said, people around here don't get signed. And he went, well, really, I've got a record deal. And we went, no. And he went, ah, cool. And we were like, going, what do you mean? And he said, well, I'm a manager. And he said, I can't believe that nobody has signed you. He said, because what I've seen there tonight, he said, is out of this world. He said, the singing, the band, the lyrics, you know, the songs, everything. He said, you look good, you sound good, you go a long way. So, as the old story goes, we went and met him, I think it was about 2 days later in Lee Delamere Services, because he lived in Newbury at the time. Met him there. We sat around the table, and he just basically said that he could get us a record deal in 3 months. And I turned around and said, how much is it going to cost us? And he said, it costs him nothing.
One match to burn 1,000 trees.